And I think that's all we've got for tonight. And I want to thank everybody that's out there that's listening. Thank you for remembering. And that's one of the things that we do here. Remember. I want to thank Leif for coming on. We've been tied into so many things. And you were pointing that out to me the other day, Leif. We've been tied into so many different things and so many far-reaching stories that we've been a part of. And I thank you for coming on here and helping to share some of these stories with me for everyone to hear. So
thanks for having me.
Everyone can remember. Those of you that are out there and you want to keep listening and you want to keep remembering, Echo,
how can they support this?
Help me out here.
Red Cluster.
Red Star Cluster.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Leif.
Thanks for having me, Echo.
We didn't talk much about working out or, that kind of stuff, but if you're into supplements, even if you're not into supplements, my opinion, go to onnit.com/Jocko, get On It supplements. That'll help you out a lot. And 10% off. So we said it a bunch of times, but I kind of can't say it enough, really, as far as benefits. It'll put you ahead for sure. So, yeah, get 10% off that. If you want to support with the Amazon situation, the one where you go to the website, click on the Amazon link, before you do your shopping, that's a good way to do it. If you have a hard time remembering, we have the Trooper tool, which is good.
Brady.
Yeah, Brady Bull came through on that one. It's a thing you go. There's a link on the website. It's called the Trooper tool. You click on it. It takes you to the page. You click on it. You say yes. That's it. It puts a little thing, so it automatically directs you to the Amazon. It adds the affiliate link, so you support the podcast. You don't have to go through the websites anymore. So that's a good one. Yeah, and subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. That's a good one, huh?
And there's other places to subscribe to it.
Yeah, sure. YouTube.
Google Play, by the way.
Yeah, and Stitcher, too, if you're into that. iTunes, I think, is the main one. But, hey, man, Stitcher's dope as well. Google Play, too. It's on there. So, yeah, and go to the YouTube channel. I was going to release a video today. It was like a outtake or whatever.
But what? You're protesting?
I was too fired up. Yeah, man. I was too fired up with other stuff. I'll post it tonight. It'll be good.
So it's an what is it? Outtake video?
Yeah, it's like one was the
now you see what makes me nervous about this is I believe in decentralized command. All right, Leif can attest to that, right?
For sure.
I totally believe in decentralized command. Sure. But now I'm starting to deal with a possible trust scenario here.
It requires trust and confidence. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So what if my brother Echo Charles? I haven't seen it.
Yep.
So this is the unauthorized outtakes.
Yeah. So here, and we're gonna ease into this whole thing. So there's one, and this is just off the top of my head, where I was telling you about my children's book idea.
Okay. Yeah. You're gonna make okay.
It's a good idea.
Okay.
Anyway.
That was the fish in the water. I actually remember right now. It just hit me, right?
I'm okay with it. I was just I was a little concerned that he might have a rendition of me and you singing "We Are the World."
Yes. Luckily, I don't think we hit record yet.
We don't want that. We don't want that on the internet.
I have it on my iPhone.
When Leif and I put the headphones on and the mics in front of us, and we were standing here looking at each other, and it felt very much like if you were alive during the 80s, they did the "We Are the World" video, and for some reason that just hit us both at the same time. We busted out.
Busted out. We are the world. Mark Lee would have been proud.
He would have indeed.
Yeah, I was proud. For sure.
And yeah, so the YouTube videos, I told you guys last time, Echo needs motivation. He's he's just a laid back guy, And so we need to motivate him. And his excuse was, well, there's not that many subscribers on YouTube. No big deal.
Yeah. That doesn't sound like extreme ownership.
Why should I be making videos?
I never said that. That's the thing.
All right,
and
so cool.
Not to get too technical, I don't need motivation. I need incentive.
Oh.
So they're different.
Okay.
I don't want to get into a big thing.
Yeah. I don't want to either. Awesome. So that's it. Thank you.
Yeah, or the Jocko store is a good one. Get a shirt if you like those, and a bumper sticker, coffee mug, whatever. If you like those.
I forgot about the T-shirts in the store, the Jocko store.
Yeah, that's a good one, man. But yeah,
if you like
them, yeah.
If you don't like them, don't get them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm seeing a lot of those on Twitter.
Yeah.
People
Awesome.
cranking pictures of.
We do dig that, but I'll tell you, should we just say stop asking us for like a donation page?
No, we shouldn't say that.
Okay,
but
don't ask for Patreon.
Patreon.
Don't ask
Patreon.
We're not going to do it.
Yeah, probably not going to.
We're not going to do it. If you want to donate, you can donate through PayPal.
Yeah, if you can, that's good. And that's cool. It is cool to see those because it's like $4.34.
Yeah, because that's the cool. That's what the cool kids do.
Yep.
They donate $4.34 a month.
Yeah.
To keep them up and engaged and up before the enemy.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, by the way, sleep deprivation, I'm on it right now because Leif and I were out late last night and we were up very early this morning to work out and then go surfing. That's right. We will work and play on this trip.
Discipline.
You know what I have to say about that? Good.
Exactly.
Yep.
Awesome. Thanks.
But yeah, those are the ways.
Okay, good. And then also, if you want, believe it or not, this guy sitting here with me, Leif Babin.
Yeah.
I know he and I might not look like the smartest people in the world, and we might actually not be the smartest people in the world, but we did write a book.
People look at me and probably think I can't spell my name or read, much less write a book. But we did write a book. The books continue to do really well. And if you're interested in the book, if you're interested in the concepts that Jocko talks about, the stuff that we just talked about, and we talked about it in episode 11 of the Jocko Podcast, get the book and dive into that stuff deep. Talk about extreme ownership. Talk about the laws of combat and how they apply. We use the combat scenarios. We talk about the principle, and we talk about how it applied to different businesses and organizations that we worked with over the years. It's something that, for us, our mission was to write a book that could be useful for leaders as a reference, a good read that people can get into and have some exciting stories that are applicable, but also is a useful reference for leaders to highlight, underline, tab, refer to regularly. Dog-eared pages, and as we've received that kind of feedback, and people post messages on social media about of their books and the dog-eared pages and the tabs or the highlights, and the feedback we've received has been tremendous. And if we've done that and accomplished that for those leaders as that useful reference that has helped them be better leaders, better followers, better team members, accomplish their mission and win, then we've succeeded in our mission.
I'll tell you what fires me up too. I love seeing that. I love seeing when people are like, they're showing because I post pictures of the books that I do on the podcast, and they're all notes and they're all that stuff because I'm getting ready. I dive deep, and so people do that to our book, and like you said, that's awesome. And we love signing books that have massive. The other cool thing, there's two other cool things. They're kind of related. One of them is when people send a picture of a stack of books and they're like, issuing these to my teams today, we're gonna get it on.
That's awesome.
And there's something else that happens that's a little bit, it might be more awesome, it might be the same awesome, but it's definitely awesome. And that's when they're giving the book to their boss, right? And somebody hit us up the other day and like, how do I give this book to my boss? And I think Leif wrote, something along the lines of, hey, it's a great thing to give to your boss. And when you do it, say, hey man, I learned. You don't want to say the thing you don't want to do is say you need to get some extreme ownership. No. So I'm giving this to you as a hint. No, what you want to say is, I got so much out of this book, and I'm going to turn. I look forward to applying what I learned. I just want, if you see a change in attitude, I want you to know where it's coming from. Do something like that. Be tactical.
Well, interestingly enough, ironically, looking at someone and saying you need extreme ownership is not extreme ownership, right? Because extreme ownership is about you, and you got to control that relationship. You got to build that relationship. So if you feel like the boss needs a little extreme ownership, then you got to own that.
Yeah.
And you got to lead up the chain of command which is one of the chapters he wrote about.
And it's cool too. You know, we're out here obviously this weekend. We saw a lot of our SEAL buddies, and it's interesting. I was having a conversation with, I think there's 3 or 4 of us standing in a circle, but they were talking about the book, and you know, it's guys that were junior to us at the time, and now they're saying, "Hey, you know, this is awesome. I'm getting a lot out of it." And then guys that are senior to us with the, "I wish I would have had this book." And you know what I say? I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. I wish I would have had this book. I mean, it's just like a little step up to just know and be able to read, and it just gives you that insight. And it's awesome. We appreciate that. Appreciate everyone giving us the solid feedback. Killer. And you got anything else, Leif?
That's all I got. Thanks for having me on. Good to be on with you guys again.
Always.
Looking forward to the next time.
Echo Charles, closing comments. Plinko?
No, Plinko. Leif does sound like Batman. That's all.
The Texas Batman.
Yep.
Texas Batman, Leif Babin.
I actually never heard that. I never heard that until the audiobook.
You never heard the Texas Batman?
Yeah, Jocko and I actually, we read the audiobook.
Right.
James Earl Jones wasn't available, so we read it ourselves.
Yep.
I would have given it up for if James Earl Jones had done that, but we read it ourselves, and that's the first time I started hearing that. People were like, "You sound like Texas Batman or Southern Batman." I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, you know it.
I don't even like comic
And then you
books.
press play and you said, "Oh,
Dang, I
man.
sound like Batman." Yep.
You know what? One too many immediate action drills over the years, I guess.
Yeah.
Screaming out some commands, or maybe it was when I lost my cool, like we talked about. I should have done less of that.
Blew your voice out." Awesome. Well, as always, if anybody out there wants to continue this conversation, we're all up on the interwebs. Twitter, the Facebooky, Instagram. Echo is at Echo Charles. Leif is at Leif Babin, and I am at Jocko Willink. And to all those folks out there in uniform, those in the military on the front lines, in the war against evil, those police on the thin blue line, fighting criminals and terror here at home, and the firefighters that run towards the danger to protect us in our homes. Thanks to you all for everything that you do. And the rest of the troopers out there in the world moving forward, stepping up, taking charge in business, in education, in healthcare, buying, selling, building, creating, making the most of this gift. Thanks for listening. Thanks for spreading the word. And thanks for grabbing life by the horns. Going out there aggressively every day and getting after it. So, until next time, this is Leif, Echo, and Jocko. Out.